my first year as head coach, I would say, if you can be as happy for a teammate's success as if you did it yourself, the sky's the limit for this team. And I was like, wait a minute. There is a word for what I'm trying to get my kids to be like, act like, think like. Mudita. Having vicarious joy in someone else's success. And it's Buddhist, it's Sanskrit. And one of the coolest things about it is there's not an English word. There are a couple words that are the opposite. And you guys know in a team sport, these are two dirty words in a team sport. And they're jealousy and envy. I feel like when you can get rid of jealousy and envy on a team, oh my gosh. Number one, you're going to have a great experience as a coach and the young ladies or young men on your team. But it's just going to make everything be so much more enjoyable, successful. You don't have to worry about little things. And so that year when we came back from Christmas break, which, this is December. So in January, when we had our first team meeting, and I turned on the projector, and it's a huge word, and it's Mudita. And I cannot think of a better word to describe our program. And that team bought in 100%. When you buy in as a team, as a staff, as a person, jealousy goes out the door, because you can't show true, and it has to be genuine. If it's not in your heart and it's not genuine, just keep your mouth shut. You will get there. It might take some time, because if you learn it for the first time, you're going to be like, what the heck is this? And it's a lot. Normal people are jealous of other people. You guys know that, right? 99% of America is probably jealous of somebody else's success. We call it abnormal at Alabama. We're not going to be normal, because normal, you would be jealous of somebody. So I use the example with my softball team. Two young ladies are competing for the shortstop spot. Okay. It comes down to the last day of practice, and one young lady wins the spot. So I name her starter. Very first game of the year, the starter hits a home run. Normally, the kid that got beat out, she's going to sit at the end of the dugout, pout, and be jealous, and start thinking about, okay, where can I transfer? I want the first kid out of the dugout to be that kid that she has battled with the entire preseason, to be as happy for her success as if she did it herself. And then I also add, I'll say, okay, if somebody comes into our stadium that's late, they buy a ticket, and as they go through the gate of the stadium, they hear this noise, and they know something good has happened. So they sprint into the stadium, they run down to their seat, they sit down, and they see this huge group of people at home plate. I want them to have to ask their neighbor on either side of them what happened, who hit the home run, because they all look happy. There shouldn't be one kid in that scrum of people that looks upset. And if it is, it's probably the girl that's the position that she plays, and the other girl beat her out. I want everybody to be as happy for that kid's success as if it was their own. So Mudita, and I'm telling you guys the truth, you can see it. That is the reason why we win, and we've won for 30 years. So we're down 2-0 to Arizona State, bases loaded, 2 outs, 4th inning. If we lose, we're done. Her career is over. There was another young lady on the team that was a freshman, and her name was Jaslyn Lunsford. So the first person I had to go talk to was Brittany Rogers, because she's on the on-deck circle, waiting to hit. So I go over, and I can remember it like it was yesterday, and I put my hands on her shoulders, and I said, Brittany, Jazz is going to hit for you. Go tell her she can do it. No eye roll, no shrug, no, what the hell are you doing? I'm a 4-time All-American. Nothing. Yes, sir. I watched Brittany go into the dugout, and she also literally puts her hands on Jazz's shoulders and is saying, you got this. You can do this. And she told her a little bit about the pitcher, because she'd already seen her once. And so here goes this freshman.
And now Patrick Murphy is pinch hitting for his All-American leadoff, Brittany Rogers. Jaslyn Lunsford will bat here with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
And the only thing I can think of why he's doing this, Brittany Rogers is strictly short game. She's a slapper. All of Arizona State pulls in for her. She can do basically just getting infield hits. Well, with with bases loaded, Arizona State has a ton of options. Usually Brittany Rogers is the one beating out the ball down first base. They could throw it to any base with Brittany Rogers up because she's usually going to hit a ground ball in the infield.
Rogers relegated to cheerleader.
I still go with what God gets you here. And Brittany Rogers was a big reason why they got here last year, a big reason why they got here this year. But if I understand the stats correctly, she does, all the hits she's garnered over her career, she only has 15 RBIs this season. So is she an RBI producer or a run scorer? Taking out your senior leader for a freshman.
Lunsford is 2 of 5 on the year with the bases loaded.
And the great thing is Patrick Murphy knows his personnel better than we do. And we can sit up here and look at senior, look at freshmen, look at All-American and freshmen and go about it all day. But if she comes up with a double in the gap, that's what I like though. You know she's upset by getting pinch hit for, but yet she's a top step cheering for her teammate to come through for the team.
Well, the game will pay off for Alabama. 2-2 pitch to Lunsford. She's getting her cuts. The opposing side of that statistic is the fact that Rogers is only 1 of 9 this year with the bases loaded.
Kid that was in the top step of the dugout cheering the entire at-bat as loud as she could was Brittany Rogers. Never once did she go to the end of the dugout and pout and whine and swear and whatever else. Nope. She stood in the top step the entire at-bat, and Jazz later told the media the voice that she could hear above everybody else's was Brittany Rogers. And I can see right now, she jumps up and down. I mean, like a volleyball player jumping at home plate, screaming, yelling. The entire team is out there. It was just unbelievable. If you want to know what Mudita looks like in real life, watch that clip.